Hey Tracy, I know this is a little late, but I wanted to wish you a happy Mother's Day. You know, it's been almost 35 years since you became a mom, and it's been 30 years since I became a dad when we got married and Monica and Jeremy came into my life. Unfortunately, it didn't work out too well, and we went our separate ways when James was about 3 or 4. But there's lots and lots of memories that were made during the marriage, and even more were made afterwards, and that's because both of us decided to put aside our differences and still be mom and dad as much as possible. I just want to thank you for the fact that you worked side by side with me for James's everything he did, basically. We had very few disagreements, but even when we did, it didn't cause us to get mad at each other or not talk to each other. We just worked through it. And that's something that I really appreciate. You know, my life would have been totally different if we'd not done that. Jeremy and Monica both, I think, consider me dad. Jeremy told me the other day that, you know, he said, we've had our differences, but you're my dad. And that meant a ton to me. In the time that I sat down with Monica and we had our father-daughter talks and stuff, that was really cool stuff. The memories that I've got are just amazing. I'm going to put a bunch of pictures on in a video after this. You know, James has got tons of them. I don't have as many as Monica and Jeremy because I wasn't as connected up during those years as I was with James. You know how it is being single and trying to raise kids. It's hard to get stuff done at the house, much less doing much else. But about 5 or 6 years ago, things really changed when I got 2 granddaughters, and man, that really gave me memories that no matter what happens in the future, if I don't get any more, I've got enough to last a lifetime. You know, Bailey, she has been something else. She's always been a bundle of energy, and up until just recently, I couldn't take her on trips because I was afraid I'd lose her. I mean, I have a hard time keeping up with her. But she's growing up a lot, and the time we went to the mountains, me, her, Taylor, and Aaliyah, was a really fun time just recently, and I've got lots of memories like that. The zoo, the park, when we went and fed the goldfish, when we just swing on the swing up there. And Taylor, my goodness, camping, catching her first trout, going to concerts, going to Jamaica on missions, going to Southern Wesleyan University and getting a private tour, meeting Pat Pope, staying at their house, and Bailey did too. Pat just loved Bailey to death, probably more than any of them. And they spent a lot of time together. But I just want to tell you that if we'd done it like everybody else did and let division get between us, I don't think either one of us would have benefited. But we did. I mean, your family's my family. I was at Renee's house the other day working on a shower. And we just talked stuff. I was talking to Jeremy the other night with Corey, and he was just laughing his head off, talking about some of the things that happened whenever he was a kid, being thrown up in the air by Kevin and them. Spending the night down the street, being scared to death. It's just cool. It's cool to have memories. That's what life's made out of. You know, whenever I was growing up, we didn't have family that had much relationship. Mom and Daddy took care of business, but we never talked, we never shared, we never laughed, we never played. And that's probably why I failed at 2 marriages, because I didn't know what it was all about. But when we got divorced, I was determined to do everything I could to make life as good as I could for James and for him to have his mom and dad. And I also dedicated my life to doing everything I can to help others who've dealt with that. And that's why I do everything I do now. I meet with guys, sometimes they're going through crisis. Almost every time there's something in the past or something in the present that has to do with family that's causing things to be tough for them. In the Caribbean especially so. And when James was going through middle school, you remember Jade? You know, when her parents got divorced, I spent time with her, and about 3 years ago, she was the only person that gave me a birthday present. She told me that she considered her my second dad, or considered me her second dad. Whenever I was with Gerald at Rihanna's graduation, he pulled me off to the side and he just said, "I want to tell you how much you mean to me." He said, "All those things you took me to and the times you spent with me meant a whole lot to me, and I was going through some stuff, and just being with you guys helped me get through some of it." He said, I think of you as my second dad. And you know what I do with Shanna down in Jamaica, working to try to get her a home. Taylor's best friend Acacia down there, I paid for her first semester of college. Glad it's not near as expensive as it is up here, but I got her started, and she's doing great now. And then all these things I do to help get these churches built, the reason I do that is because I see that that's going to be a place of safety and refuge where these people who are hurting, who are broken, who are dealing with stuff, the girls and the boys who don't have a daddy, the single moms, the single dads, just all the stuff that's out there, that's a good place to go to get it fixed. And you can build relationships, and you can build a support system. You know how West Town helped take care of James. It was just crazy. I mean, they filled every role that I couldn't fill, and I couldn't do it all. So I just want to tell you, I appreciate you. The time I spend with you guys is precious to me, and there's lots more memories to come. Just sitting on the couch with Nala, thinking she's a human right next to me, and just talking to Bob and going through memory lane, talking about the old days. That's big stuff. So, happy Mother's Day, but thank you for teaching me and helping me understand that family's about relationships and talking and connecting. That's the only reason that they accept me down in the Caribbean like they do. It's not because I'm super smart and got all kind of education and went to Bible college and all this stuff. It's all because they know I care. They know that's the only reason I'm down there. And I want to do good stuff that's going to help God's work get better. Thanks again. Happy Mother's Day.